Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to Kaiju Mania. I'm Rocket and it's another top 10 video for you. This time it's the top 10 monsters I'd like to see return in a future Godzilla film. Now obviously King Kong, King Ghidorah, Rodan and Mothra are excluded from this list because we're all going to be seeing them over the next few years. So without ado, let's get into my top 10. Coming in at number 10, it's Megalon. Now, I know what you're thinking, Megalon wasn't that great in Megalon vs Godzilla, but you redesign him, change the storyline a bit, get rid of that stupid, he's a man from the underground who wants to see all humans peril and all that shit, make his costume look decent, oh well obviously it'll be CGI then, but make him look better, a redesign, and I think Megalon would be a nice one to see come back. Number 9 should be no surprise to no one, a good one to come back would be Biollante. Of course this could easily be done, made from Godzilla's cells of course. The big plant-based monster took it to Godzilla on a couple of occasions, almost got an upset victory at some point. We'd probably eliminate the storyline part where there's the mystic girl shit, we'd get rid of that part, get rid of that jazz. But Biollante coming back would be nice to see. King Caesar has only had a couple of appearances in Final Wars and in Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla. Again, we'd probably change a couple of things, we probably wouldn't have that King Caesar song in there, but it would be nice to see Godzilla battle King Caesar in a fight if King Caesar came as a villain. How about that one? That'd be nice to see. So King Caesar coming in number 8. Number 7 is Des Ghidorah. Now I know with King Ghidorah coming in 2019, the likelihood of Godzilla and Des Ghidorah crossing paths is pretty much nil, considering Des Ghidorah only appeared in the Mothra film as well. But god damn would I love to see Des Ghidorah back. Des Ghidorah, what a badass. Also Des Ghidorah vs Godzilla, that would be a great fight as well. Number 6 I think will be on a lot of people's list, and it's Anguirus. I'd love to see Anguirus back, and maybe if they carry on with the legendary films after Godzilla and Kong, maybe we could see Anguirus. But if not, I do hope Toho bring Anguirus back in the next Japanese Godzilla film, whenever or if ever one gets made. I wouldn't mind if Anguirus was a foe or a friend, neither, just be good to see Anguirus back in action. Number 5 will probably be a surprise to some people, but it's Titanosaurus. I know what you're thinking, that squeaky violin motherfucker who flaps his fins, why do you want to see him back? I don't know, there's just something about him that I like, and maybe it was the original plan where he was going to be two monsters that turn into one big monster maybe you could bring that idea back finally if they was to feature him in the film. Probably take the mind controlling out of it as well. I'm probably not going to have that feature in it. I would just have Titanosaurus just arise out the sea, have a scrap with Godzilla, lose obviously, but still would love to see Titanosaurus come back in action. Number 4 is Space Godzilla. Now although the film might have been slightly disappointing to some, Space Godzilla himself was still an impressive beast, and the creature design was awesome, and he looked menacing as fuck. So Space Ghidorah coming back, don't change the design too much, pretty much keep him as he is, just make him even bigger than Godzilla, because we know what Legendary have done with Godzilla, making him massive. Shin Godzilla as well, he's massive, but keep that, but even bigger for Space Godzilla. He has to be bigger than Godzilla, it's just, that's the only requirement. He would be so menacing and so imposing, and I think now that they're kind of using CGI as well, they'd get a lot more movement out of Space Godzilla. It'd probably end up being better in the end, so bring on Space Godzilla. And number 3, speaking of imposing villains, come on, we've got to bring back Destroyer, haven't we? Bring back Destroyer. As unlikely it is, maybe bring him back in Godzilla vs Kong, because you've got to think how that film plays out. There's no way they're just going to give you Godzilla vs Kong one-on-one and give you a straight victor. They're not going to do that. It's either going to end up being a draw, or the two are going to end up teaming up against somebody. So if you are going to team up against someone, why not make it Destroyer? Why not bring back a big imposing villain that kicks the crap out of them both, and it takes the both of them to do it. Number 2, now this definitely wouldn't happen in the Legendary series, but it could happen in the Toho one. Bring back Mecha Godzilla. Now, Legendary ones are grounded in reality apparently. I mean, I don't know how realistic you can be when it comes to giant monsters having a fight, but why not have Mecha Godzilla? I mean, what if Mecha Godzilla was the first Jaeger and tie that into Pacific Rim? How good would that be? If they built a Jaeger based on Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, the first Jaeger, he starts beating the crap out of Kaiju. That would be such a good way to tie them films in. I'd love to see it happen. We've already had the skull crawlers coming in from underneath the earth, a little bit like how the Kaiju do in Pacific Rim, so let's tie them franchises together. After Kong vs Godzilla, bring in Mecha Godzilla, get him as the first Jaeger, get them fights going. Please do it. I know it's not going to happen, but I am begging Hollywood, get Mecha Godzilla, tie Godzilla with Pacific Rim. And number 1 is Gigan. He's just a personal favourite of mine, and although all he does is get his ass kicked, I absolutely love it. I know he's just a giant metal chicken with a buzzsaw and hooks, but there's just something about that guy that I absolutely love. Another one that could come in Kong vs Godzilla as a threat. I mean, it'd be good to see Kong and Godzilla having to team up against Gigan if you make Gigan that powerful. However, that's very unlikely. But in the Japanese, maybe Toho bring back Gigan, another redesign to make him fight Shin Gojira, who knows. But if anyone out there is listening, bring back Gigan, just do it for me, please. And that's my list. If you disagree or agree, put your comments below, share, comment, subscribe, all that love, and we'll be back next time with another top 10 list. Stay tuned and have a good weekend, folks.